And hello again, ladies and gentlemen. How are we doing tonight? Um, Another fun day, another fun week, and I'm gonna take these glasses off. So let's talk about some things. We're gonna talk about Call of Duty Black Ops 7 real quick. Maybe for a little bit, I don't know. But started playing the campaign today, and I gotta say, the story was zigging when it should have been zagging. Didn't make a lot of sense. The storyline didn't. I don't. We haven't. Jet and I haven't finished it yet, but we will. But the gameplay and the graphics were amazing. Um, so I mean, that's as far as I have for that. Now, I open up TikTok. I open up TikTok, and it's nothing but people saying Call of Duty is trash. This is the worst Call of Duty ever. Um, and I have to completely disagree with them. First of all, Call of Duty has not changed their gameplay in a sense of what they want to do with their game since it first came out. Let's understand that right now. Multiplayer still multiplayer. When Blackout came out in Black Ops 3, that's the first time they ever introduced a war zone. Then um, Verdansk came out in 2020. Peak Call of Duty as far as like a war zone goes, as far as a battle royale. Um, but like multiplayer and campaigns have always been the same for Call of Duty since. Now, how many times can you repaint a house and it's the same house? I I, I don't understand what people don't get about that. Is it the best Call of Duty? No. By far it is not the best Call of Duty. My earpiece keeps falling out. It is not the best Call of Duty at all. I think the first iterations of Modern Warfare were the best. Wait, let me take that back. Black Ops 1 and 2 were the best. Then the first iterations of Modern Warfare. If I could get rid of a Call of Duty, it'd be Black Ops 3. It's campaign and multiplayer. That was trash. That was straight trash. But I think 7 is better than Black Ops 3. I think 7 is better than Ghost, and I think 7 is better than Infinite Warfare. So it is not, this is all opinion based. So when I open TikTok and see people going, this new Call of Duty's trash, I am happy that you can voice your opinion. That's about where it's at. Now the multiplayer in Black Ops 7, phenomenal. Phenomenal. Gameplay is good. Graphics is good. Rendering is good. TTK is good. Everything about their multiplayer is good. Everything. Their zombies, I have not played one round of zombies yet because I'm waiting for a guy over across the pond in the UK to get free so we can play. Other than that, I'd give Black Ops 7 a 7.5 out of 10. I would. I very much would. 100%. That is my opinion, and I'm going to stand on that, and I'm going to die on that soapbox. I really will. I don't think the diehard Call of Duty players are going to be like, you know what? The real Call of Duty players are going to be like, Call of Duty's going through a rough patch. It's going through a rough patch. So the only thing we can do is just hang on to it and keep doing gameplay. Okay, it didn't peak 100,000 on Steam. Let's see what it's doing now. Let's just see what it's doing now. Google BO7 player count. Stream charts. Playing an hour ago. Okay. All-time peak. 488,000. 24 hours. 85,000. Playing an hour ago. 85,000. So let's see when it peaked. I'm looking. Hang on. That was the wrong one. Ignore that. Is this Steam? I don't care about Steam. Is it stream charts? All platforms. Oh my god, 80. Okay, so yes, it has not hit 100,000 player count yet, as of today. And guess what? That's fine, ladies and gentlemen. That's fine. That's fine. It's okay. I will continue to play Black Ops 7 because I like Black Ops 7. So, it's I've said it in previous podcasts. It's all opinion based. Video gaming is subjective. You know what I mean? There's some dudes out there that live and die by the sword for World of Warcraft, for Warhammer, for Battlefield 6. I'm one of those guys that just live and died by the sword for Call of Duty. Brand loyal. Let's see. There was something I wanted to talk about. There it is. So when you get into a journey, this is going to be a hard pivot because I don't know how to pivot into this topic. But there is a point in your journey when you better yourself, where old habits are going to show up. They are. Now, what do I mean by old habit? I'm going to use me as an example because this is really pertaining to me this week. These past couple weeks I've been trying really hard not to care as much about the things I used to. I'm trying really hard not to. There are things that, like, okay, when I go to work, I have a goal I have in mind that I want to get done. This is for me. This is not for work. This is not for anybody that I think of. This is not for anybody sitting in an office. This is for me. This is what I want to do with my day because this is going to make me feel good about me. That's how I look at things. What's going to make me feel good about me? And that's what I mean. That's what I'm trying to get at. What's going to make me feel good about me? Whether it's putting in 110%. Because if I didn't get 100, let me start over. If I went to a job place and I didn't try to get 100% at whatever I did, I would feel like a complete worthless sack of crap. And that to me feels worse than actually just doing the hard work, because I believe in a good hard day's work. You go to work, put your time in. I'm there for 8 to 10 to 12 hours. So I'm going to do the best I can. Now, I couldn't imagine what some people feel like. They got to feel like a sack of crap, man. And I tried to dabble my toes in that just to see how it felt. What it really felt like to be that sack of crap. And I got to tell you, I had more stress knowing that I was being a sack of crap than actually just doing the work. And it's that simple. I felt worse. Stress levels went up. Didn't sleep good. Didn't eat that well. Couldn't even play video games right. Couldn't even do a podcast right. I felt worse than actually just doing the work and getting my 100%. So for anybody that tells you that overachieving or actually doing your job is a bad thing is a big pile of crap. Let me say it again for the people in the back. Anyone who tells you that overachieving or actually doing your job is a bad thing is a big pile of crap. Big pile of it. We all know companies don't care about us. At the bottom end of the line, we all know they don't care. That doesn't mean I don't have to care. That doesn't mean I don't have to look at my job and go, you know what, I want to do the best. I want to make sure I get things done right to the best of my abilities, and I want to feel good about it. So when I see people that are just like, meh, 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 I don't really care, that just means they don't care about their own life. I mean, also means that they don't care about their own life. So don't feel bad when people make fun of you for doing your job. When people talk behind your back. When people make up vicious rumors about you. It's because they are worthless piles of crap. Worthless piles of it. Now, I'm going to back up what I said by telling you a story. So when I lived in Colorado, I worked for a cell phone tower company. Halfway through working for it, I just gave up. I was just like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. I really don't. A lot was going on in my mind. I didn't hate the work. I didn't hate the I didn't hate the company. I didn't hate the style of work it was. I think I was just wrapped up in, I was too stuck in my head to get out of it, to be like, okay, I'm here. And I turned into a giant sack of crap. I turned into it. I turned into the thing I hate the most. So now, from here on out, as God is my witness, whatever you see me do, I will not feel like a sack of crap ever again. Not going to happen. It's not going to happen. It feels terrible. And it feels like I'm not doing anything with my life. So wherever you see me, if I'm out there working, do know that I'm putting my 110 in it. I'm putting my 110 in it. And plus, work ethic these days. Let's talk about work ethics a little bit. There is none. There is no work ethic out there. There are people older than me that have a work ethic of a toddler. Shameful it is. Shameful. Absolutely shameful. And I couldn't imagine waking up and feeling like that I'm going to go to a job where I get laughed at all the time. You know what? Speaking of getting laughed at, I would rather be laughed at for actually doing my job than laughed at for not doing it. Because I tell you what, Either way, you're going to get laughed at. So you might as well just do the work. Plus, time goes by really quick. Time flies when you're actually working. Someone's listening to some good music. But you got to understand. And here's the best thing. Worthless sacks of crap are going to try and make you feel like a worthless sack of crap so that they feel better. That's the only way they feel better about themselves, is to make you feel bad. So opinions, words mean nothing to me. Opinions, words mean nothing to me. So, I hope that I hope that you realize that actually just sitting there doing your job is the best thing for you. Best thing for you. Makes the day go by. And if you're working hard enough, you're not going to think about anything. So that's my little rant that's my that's my kind of mental thing for the day. 'Cause I would rather be, like I said, I'd rather be hated for something that I do efficient and good at, because the people that hate on me ain't doing nothing. Nothing. Which means they think they have a right to complain, but in all reality, they have no right to complain. Because who's going to listen to them? There you go. So yeah, there's my try and have my helpful thing for the night. Let's get into the news. Let's see. Black Ops 7 players should check their Black Ops 6 Battle Pass. I'm good. Okay. Anya Taylor-Joy's $170 million soft sci-fi box office bomb finally finds streaming success. Okay. Here's another good thing I want to talk about. And I'm going to relate this back to the Black Ops 7 campaign. Just because someone says something doesn't make it true. Let's take a look at this sci-fi box office bomb. Finds streaming success. Streaming success. Meaning it didn't work here, but it worked there. You're going to have to take the punches at some point. You're going to have to take your public punches. It's going to happen. Like, look at me. Streaming, podcasting. At some point, if not right now, because I don't really pay, because the comment section isn't real. So, that's pretty much it. Like, I'm going to have to take punches, or I already have taken them. You know what I mean? And for the people in the comment section, if you say something mean and nasty, I'm going to like it. It don't mean nothing to me. Your words mean nothing to me. Even if you said it to my face. Ooh. Anyway. Just because something doesn't work here doesn't mean it's not going to work there. Clear example. Sci-fi box office bomb gets streaming success. Didn't do good in the movie theaters. Does great sitting at home on the couch, drinking a beer. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. So, just remember, maybe you're selling a product that's not working somewhere. Move the product somewhere else and see if you can redesign it just a little bit, or sell it on a different platform. Let's just say you're selling it on eBay. And then realizing that Facebook Marketplace has a better attraction. Go to Facebook Marketplace. You know what I mean? eBay's kind of a dead thing anyway. I don't really think people... I mean, I'm sure people still buy and sell stuff on eBay, but when eBay was a boom, Now it's kind of died off. I think Facebook Marketplace has just taken the God. What is those glasses are rough. I think Facebook Marketplace has just taken that. God, please tell me I didn't scratch these things like crazy. I probably did. Because they're might be all right. I need to get like a paper towel out or something. Yeah. So just take it somewhere else. It could be that easy. Why do crocodiles not eat capybaras? Why do they not eat capybaras? You know what? I really don't care. Ohio bill would require cash acceptance for most in-person purchases under $100. Whatever. U.S. air traffic controllers reject FAA's $10,000 Patriot bonus with a stern response and unresolved shutdown. Nope. Admin concern over Steam machine price. Former Xbox exec calls on Valve to please just let third parties use Steam OS. Cool. The return of Godzilla spinoff is a perfect reminder of Kurt Russell's 30-year-old sci-fi. Cool. Dave Portnoy was in Cincinnati. And he liked Skyline Chili. So that was pretty cool to see that. I think Cincinnati is a very underrated city. And it's the chili capital of the world. So each little subdivision in Cincinnati has its own chili. Blue Ash Chili, Pleasant Ridge Chili, Price Hill Chili, Cincinnati Chili, Gold Star Chili. All of them are fantastic. I had Skyline yesterday, and it was good. It was good. Let's see. I don't know. Exxon joined Chevron in pursuing parts of Luke Oil global empire, sources say. Fantastic. I don't think anybody cares. Well, I don't because it's none of my business. It's none of my business. I thought I wanted to get into the oil and gas industry. Do I need to? When I sit back and think about it, do I need to? Like, yes. Am I finding avenues to go up certain ladders within my life? Yes. Is it going to be the oil and gas industry? Maybe not. Which is fine. I'm completely like when I first started this podcast, I was like, I gotta get in the oil and gas. I gotta get in the oil and gas, man. It's life or death. Now I'm like, I'm good. Do I still have aspirations to better myself in my life? Absolutely. Am I pursuing those goals as we speak? Absolutely. So don't ever think that I am in a place of contentment because although I seem very relaxed, I do have my mind on things that I want and will come to fruition because I'm a very powerful manifester. I've come to look back on my life. I've come to look back and see that things that I've wanted, I've gotten. Things that I have set out into the universe have come true. So there are things that I want in life that I will get. I will get. So just watch me. And all the haters watching me going, he'll never get that. He will. I surely will. I surely will. Just watch me. See, is there anything else that I needed to talk and ask about? Do something? I don't know. This week was kind of just a week. Like I had um I don't know. I really don't know. You never know what life is gonna bring to you until you get there. You really don't. You're gonna have your mind set on something, and then it just become an iteration of it. It wasn't the exact thing you wanted, but it's the iteration, and you got to learn to be happy with the iteration, because that iteration means. So you want something here. Let's just. Why is this phone? This thing here, this ball right here, has 5 other doors. Let's just say that. But this iteration over here has 5 doors. And then each one of those 5 iterations has 5 more doors. But this thing you wanted here only has 5 doors. But this one here has multiples and multiples and multiples and multiples of doors. Which way are you going to go? Give me the multiples of doors. Do that. I'd rather do that than be like, okay. Because if I set myself, I only want this, and this is all I'm going to take. Well, what if something comes along that's like, you know what? This looks a little more interesting. So I think I'm going to go check that out. I think I'm going to see what's going to happen. And we're going to go from there. And that's all we can do. It's just like streaming and podcasting. It's time and consistency, ladies and gentlemen. Time and consistency. And I'm going to start streaming Saturday mornings, because this is nice. After this podcast, all I have to do is edit it and clip it. I'm done. I'm done for the day. I don't have anything else to do. I'm going to be playing with a moderator in the Discord. So it's gonna be like 9:00. So we're gonna be good. But yeah, man. Multiples and multiples of doors. So make sure that you're really looking at something, but do understand that an iteration of that something can show up. So yeah, make sure that iteration. It's I've already said it. No need to say it. So I'm actually like looking outside here, and I think it's kind of nice out. I might go sit on the back porch with a nice cold beer until I got to get back online, because that sounds. You know what my favorite thing to do after all this is done? Nothing. My favorite thing to do is nothing. So, and you'll get to that place. You'll get to that place where you can find little pockets of time to be like, I'm not gonna do anything. Me and my phone and my TV are gonna be best friends, and I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna just hang out. So, and even in your day-to-day life, if you want to stay busy and all that kind of stuff, best thing to do, find a little pocket. Because if I can find a pocket of 45 minutes, I'm gonna take a nap. Naps are the best, man. I had what was that? Yesterday? Yeah, yesterday was Discord movie night. I took a fat nap. And then I woke up, brushed my teeth, went right back to bed, because it was a rare off night for me. So it was nice. It was really nice. But I want to thank you all for joining me for a lovely stream. We are now streaming on Kick, which is KIKC.com. / on a level 162, along with Twitch, which is twitch.tv / on a level 162, and I stream on YouTube, which is at on the level 162. And the podcast is on Mind of YouTube and Spotify at Mind of JPA. I just want to thank you all for joining me. I want to thank you all for supporting this, being a part of my life as much as hopefully I get to be a part of yours. And fear God, keep his commandments. See you on the next one.